That weight on your feet at night is not your cat being comfortable, it's your cat making a decision about you. A deliberate, conscious choice that says something about how they see you that most owners never find out. And if you've been lifting them off or moving them in the night, you've been interrupting something that goes deeper than sleep. Here's what's actually happening. 1. They chose the hardest spot on purpose. Have you ever noticed that your cat doesn't sleep on the softest part of your body? They don't curl up on your stomach. They don't rest on your chest. They go straight for your feet. The least comfortable, most unpredictable part of you. The part that moves in the night. The part that kicks and shifts and turns without warning. And they stay there anyway. That's not an accident. That's a choice. And the reason behind it says something about your cat that most owners never hear. Your feet are the furthest point from your face. In cat social dynamics, sleeping close to another creature's face is an act of deep vulnerability. It means you trust them completely with your most exposed point. But your feet are different. They're close enough to feel you, close enough to be anchored to your presence, but far enough to maintain independence, far enough to leave if something changes. Your cat isn't sleeping on your feet because it's the warmest spot. They're sleeping there because it's the spot that gives them everything: your presence, your scent, your warmth, without requiring them to be completely vulnerable. It's intimacy on their terms. And for a cat, that distinction is everything. But here's what makes this even more remarkable. The fact that they stay through the kicks and the shifting and the turning, through all the ways your feet are the least reliable surface in the room, means they made a choice to be there that goes beyond comfort. They chose you over comfort. And most owners never realize that's what's happening every single night. 2. Your scent is strongest there and they know it. Here's something most owners never think about. Your feet carry more scent than almost any other part of your body. Sweat glands, skin cells, the residue of everywhere you walked that day. To your cat's nose, which is 14 times more powerful than yours, your feet are a complete map of your entire day. Where you went, who you were near, what you touched, what you ate, whether you're stressed or calm, whether something is different today from yesterday. Your cat reads all of it. And then they settle into it. When your cat sleeps on your feet, they're not just resting near you. They're immersing themselves in the most information-rich part of you. They're surrounding themselves with the full chemical signature of the person they trust most. And that scent, that specific combination of you, is the thing that tells their nervous system it is safe to sleep deeply. Research into feline scent behavior has consistently found that cats use olfactory information to regulate their own stress levels. Your scent doesn't just tell your cat who you are. It tells them how safe the world is right now. And your feet, carrying the strongest concentration of that scent, are the most powerful source of that signal in your entire home. So when your cat presses their face into your feet and closes their eyes, they're not just resting. They're reading you one last time before they allow themselves to be completely unguarded. And what they find there tells them everything they need to know. 3. They're keeping watch so you don't have to. This is the one that changes everything. And it's the one most owners feel something unexpected when they hear it. When your cat sleeps at your feet, they are not just resting. They are positioning themselves as a sentinel, a guard, the first line of awareness between you and anything that might come through that door. Think about the geometry of it. You are lying down, vulnerable, unaware. And your cat has placed themselves at the point of your body that faces outward, toward the room, toward the door, toward the world. If something enters, if something changes, if a sound happens that doesn't belong, your cat feels it first, responds first, wakes first. This behavior traces directly back to wildcat colonies where individuals would sleep in clusters, with the most trusted members positioned at the perimeter. The ones who slept at the edges weren't the lowest in the group. They were the ones who had taken on the responsibility of protection. Your cat sleeping at your feet isn't a random comfort choice. It's a role they've assigned themselves. They decided, without being asked, without being trained, that keeping watch over you while you sleep is something they want to do. And hey, if this is already changing the way you see that spot at the foot of your bed, hit like and subscribe. We share this kind of research because cat owners who understand this stuff build something with their cats that most people never experience. 4. It's how they say you are mine. Your cat has scent glands in their paws. Every time they knead, press, or rest their paws against a surface, they are depositing invisible pheromones. A chemical signature that says, "This belongs to me. This is part of my world. This is safe." When your cat sleeps on your feet night after night, they are doing something cumulative. They are slowly, consistently, deliberately marking you as theirs. Not in an aggressive territorial sense, in the deepest sense of belonging. You are not just their owner. You are part of their scent map, part of the landscape that tells them they are home. And every night they sleep on your feet, they are reinforcing that map, renewing it, making sure that when they wake up in the dark and the world is quiet and uncertain, the first thing their nose tells them is, "You are here and everything is fine." Researchers studying feline attachment behavior have found that cats who regularly sleep in physical contact with their owners show significantly lower baseline cortisol levels than cats who sleep separately. The contact itself, the simple act of paws on skin, has a measurable calming effect on the cat's nervous system that persists even during sleep. Your cat isn't just comfortable on your feet. They are chemically calmer because of it. And every night they choose that spot, they are choosing to be calmer because of you. That is not a small thing. That is your cat telling you, in the only language they have, that you are the thing in their world that makes everything feel okay. 5. They trust you with their most vulnerable state. Sleep is the most dangerous thing a cat does. In the wild, a sleeping cat is a cat that cannot run, cannot fight, cannot escape. Every time your cat closes their eyes, they are making a calculated decision about whether the environment around them is safe enough to risk that vulnerability. Most cats in new environments don't sleep deeply for days. They doze. They stay alert. They keep one ear rotating even when their eyes are closed, because deep sleep requires a level of trust in the environment that takes time to build. When your cat sleeps on your feet, truly sleeps, with their body loose and their breathing slow and their paws tucked under, they are telling you something that no meow, no head bump, no slow blink can fully say. They trust you with their life. Literally. In the most biological, instinctive sense of that phrase. They have assessed you, assessed your home, assessed the pattern of your presence, and decided that you are safe enough to be unconscious near. That is not a small thing. For an animal whose survival has always depended on vigilance, choosing to be completely unguarded in your presence is the highest possible expression of trust they are capable of giving. And here is what makes it even more powerful. They make that choice fresh every single night. Every night your cat walks to the foot of your bed and settles onto your feet is another night they looked at everything available to them. Every other surface, every other room, every other option, and chose you again. 6. The real reason they chose your feet and not anywhere else. Remember at the beginning when I said your cat made a deliberate, conscious choice about you? This is the part that makes it complete. Most cats who sleep on their owner's feet position themselves facing the bedroom door. Not the window, not the wall, the door, the point of entry. The place where the outside world could come in. They put themselves between you and that door every single night. Not because you asked, not because they were trained to, but because somewhere in the history of your relationship, in all the quiet moments and consistent returns and calm presences you provided, your cat decided that you were worth protecting. A study on feline attachment published in the journal Current Biology found that cats form secure attachments to their owners that function as a safe base. The same psychological mechanisms seen in the bond between human infants and their caregivers. The cat doesn't just feel safe with you. They feel responsible for your safety too. Your feet are the furthest point from your face, the point closest to the door, the point of the body that faces the world. And your cat chose that spot. Through all the discomfort, through all the movement, through all the easier options. because that is where they can be both with you and for you at the same time. So the next time you feel that weight settle onto your feet in the dark, that small, warm, deliberate pressure, know this. That's not habit. That's not coincidence. That's your cat taking their place at the edge of your world, the way they do every single night. Because you are the thing in their life worth staying close to. And they have been telling you that every single night, in the only way they know how.